interviews are stressful. There's a lot on the line and you want to do your best, but that doesn't always happen.
No, it does not. We found a few nightmare interview stories on brobible.com. Okay, like this is hysterical. Like the guy who showed up 20 minutes late to his interview, but kept insisting that the interviewer's clock was wrong. So he took it off the wall and adjusted the time.
That is so me. I would so do that in a second.
I told
like,
her,
no, your time is wrong.
That is so Francis.
Wrong
She would
time.
climb right up on that desk and be like, no, that's not me, it's you. Or this is a good one too. Or the 20-year-old girl who showed up with her mom to reception and then asked that her mom could come into the interview with her.
I remember that story. Yeah, that was rough.
That's a hard one, girl.
Can my mommy come with me? Well, we polled you, Frangelistas, and asked, do you get nervous for job interviews? 84% of you said yes. 16% of you said no. Look at you, 16%.
No, my theory is that those 16% were hired by relatives.
Yes.
That's my theory. Like, no, I'm not nervous. It was my mama.
Right.
Well, we found these how to prep for a job interview tips on refinery29.com.
First up, play motivational music before going in. I believe in that. I believe getting hyped. Get hyped.
But not too hyped, because this is not going to get you hired.
Get a job.
Like,
Go get a job.
You walk in doing this, I'm worried. I'm worried that might hurt your chances. Do some improv exercises before going in.
Zip, zap, zup. If you do improv,
that was hysterical. That was hysterical. If you don't, you're like, I'm not doing that ever before a job interview.
Work out before he releases endorphins.
These people are crazy. Why are we using this?
Yeah, but you know what? I also believe in that too. But you know, like you got to get it out. You know, all that nervousness out.
Well, see, but okay, and then it says the last one is get a haircut. It makes you feel more confident. See, I believe you can get all of these into a glass of Chardonnay.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Also, I don't believe in this get a haircut. All right, because
that's the worst time to get a haircut.
It's the worst time.
What if they mess it up?
Yes. Okay.
Are you coming in there like this? Trying to, flock of seagulls it.
Yes.
If you know what that is, then you're our people.
Let's bring on our expert via Skype, Chief People Officer at Franklin Covey, Todd Davis. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd. Thanks for being here.
Hello, ladies. How are
you? Todd, what is it about job interviews that make people just so nervous?
Well, it's zip, zap, zup is what it is. As you said earlier, there's a lot on the line. I mean, especially if I'm transitioning, if I've lost my employment somewhere else, I've got, financial needs, I've got to get this job. So there's just that anxious buildup of, boy, I don't want to do anything wrong to blow this opportunity.
What is one of the common mistakes or some of the most common mistakes people make in job interviews?
Yeah. Well, I've been doing this for a long time, and I think the most common mistake is people get in the door, they get the interview, which is not always easy to get, and then they make it about them instead of about the organization. In other words, your conversation should be about, here's what I can do for you, or I've been studying on your organization, and here's what I see you've been working on, and here's how I'd like to contribute, versus, well, how much time off do I get? And how can I be promoted? And, make it about the organization and what you can do for the organization, not about what's in it for me.
Yeah, we had a friend who would go into interviews and be like, okay.
I know exactly who you're talking about already.
And be like, okay, let me tell you about the last problems I had. And I'm going to tell you what the problems were so you don't repeat them if you hire me. And guess what? He didn't get the job.
Really? I'm shocked.
They're like, he was totally qualified. We just didn't like him.
Yeah. But, what are some tips to help a person improve their performance?
Besides zip, zap, zup.
Yeah.
Which clearly.
Well, do some homework. Take some time to study about the company, learn about the organization. If you can, find out about the person you're going to be meeting with. I mean, how much would you love it if somebody sits down and said, hey, I noticed that you run marathons, or I noticed you do this. So tell me more about that. People love to have people talk about them. And so find out about who you're meeting with, who you're interviewing with, shows them that you're going to do your homework on the company, and you're going to do that kind of homework when you're hired as well.
And also, can we just say it, don't appear too grubby, too beggy. Isn't that like a big,
it's hard that when you are
thing.
desperate, do you have any tips for how to hide your absolute desperate need?
Yeah, I haven't heard it put that way, but no, it's very important. I would say, and you never want to be misrepresenting yourself, but say Things like, I'm looking at several opportunities, because you are, some of them you don't even know about yet, but I'm looking at several opportunities. I really appreciate the chance to talk with you and learn more about the opportunity, and just things like that. It's not, I can start tomorrow and I got to make this much, and, things that would naturally come across as desperate.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Todd. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Helpful.
Always a pleasure to join you two.
Me Time with Frangela.